variable data can be operated at a home. Okay. Now then we discuss about the input method, or we can say input function. So this is the important function. So we know now up to here whatever we are taking the num equal to 10, num equal to 20, but what we are doing, just we are taking the variable directly. So now what happens, if I have to take the input from the user, if I have to take the input from the user, that time what we use? Input method. That time what we use? Input method. I am executively aware about this method. So now just create one practical. As you open your laptop and just take, perform the addition of two numbers by taking the input from the user. Do it fast. Addition of two numbers. I am expecting everyone aware about the input method. I will tell you how to do this one. Everyone, what's the task? Take the two variables from the user and perform the addition. Do it fast. Select the kernel. Okay, Python environment. Brightness is brightness. While it is loading. Can you click open and create? The repository We will create this folder. Check the ones getting the convolution. There is a Python. You didn't get the output? Just wait 1 minute. Got the output? Execute the program. Done. How many students get the output? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still detecting the kernel. Okay, let's wait to complete this one. Only one student get the output. I work is already done in the second year. Now what we need to do? First open your folder. What is the folder name? Type hands-on. Open the VS Code. Chapter, second chapter. So in the second chapter, what I'm doing, I'm creating the one program. So you can click on the plus, select the folder, click on the plus. I'm closing the operator. Click on the plus, and what happened? I'm adding here add.ipynb. Add.ipynb. So what happens generally, what we take, num1 equal to 10. But this is the default. Now what happens, I want to take user defined. So what I'm writing? I'm writing here input. What I'm taking? Input method. What I'm taking here? Input method. And what I'm writing here? Enter first number. Then I'm taking the num2 input. Enter second number. Got it? Now we are taking this one. After what happened, I'm taking the one variable sum. What I'm doing here, num1 plus num2. Then what I'm writing here, print what? Sum. Got it? You can execute this one code. Select the proper kernel. After select the kernel, you can execute the code. What happen? It will ask you. You will get a pop-up message. What we need to write down? Enter first number. So I am writing here 23. Then second number 45. What we get the answer? What we get the answer? First one 23, second one 45. What we get the answer? What we are getting? 23 and 45. Why? Anyone? Why are we not getting the addition? Because yes, input always take data in the form of the string. So what happens if I am doing the addition? It is not addition, it is a concatenation. Am I correct? So that's why we need to do the typecast. So you can see, suppose I am not going to print this one sum. I am giving the hash. So what I am writing here? Suppose I am writing here print. And then suppose I am writing here type. What I am writing? Type of num1. What I am writing here? Type of num1. And now save. Here I am writing print type of num2. Now you can see what we get here. Suppose I am writing here 10 and then 20. So what we get the type? What we get? String. So for that, what happens? We need to do the typecast. What we need to do? Typecast. What we need to do? Typecasting. So now we are getting the number into the what? String. So what happens? We are going to take the suppose variable num int equal to what happened? We need to write down the int variable as a typecast as the particular number. So that's why I am providing the number. Got it? This one we call the typecasting. And now here, what I am doing? I am writing num1 or num2? No. If I am writing here num1 plus num2, what we get here? Here we get the concatenation. And now suppose I am to do the, suppose I am writing here sum int. I am writing here sum int. So what we get here? Addition. And now I am printing the both. You can see what we get. Write down this one. Now suppose I am entering the, so now here what happened? Print sum. Here what we get? What we get? What we get? Suppose we get the 10, 20. And here what we get? Here what we get? Answer 30, because it is performing the concatenation and is performing the addition. Now execute this one and you can see the output. Suppose I am writing here 10 and then 20. See. First one initially what is the type? String 10, 20, then what we get? 30. Suppose if you want to see the type of this one also, you can add the one extra line. Suppose I am writing here print type of num int. So what we get for this one, what we get now? 10. See. So I am writing here 10 enter 20. See, for initial what happens? We get the string and then we typecast into the int. That's why first one with 10, 20 and this one is the 40. For the better understanding, I can do the one thing. I can write this one. You can write down this thing properly. Done. Getting output. Pinch. What is her name? Getting output. Show me the laptop. I think you, at the time of the installation, you did some mistake. You can do the one thing, just for the some time. You know about the Google Colab. Just do the practice on the Google Colab. Then in the day you will see what. Okay. You know how to use the Google Colab? Just write down the solve code in the Google Colab only. Okay. You know how to use Google Colab? If someone is getting the problem with the VS Code, they can use the Google Colab for the some time. Everyone done? Everyone done? Now what we are doing, we are typecasting after taking the input. Now here what happens, you can able to do the direct typecasting also. Are you getting my point? So if you done, see. Now in the next code, what I'm writing, suppose I'm writing here number 1. And now equal to, I'm writing here input. Input. Enter your first number. Got it? What I'm writing here, input your first number. Now what I'm doing, I'm directly doing the typecasting. So here in this program, what we are doing, first we are taking the number, this one num is a string type. Okay, and then we are typecasting this number into the int and we are storing into the another variable. Am I correct? Now what happened? Directly we are able to take as a typecast. So we are what are doing? All this input method we are taking inside the int. Got it? Directly int, then enter your number. Then what happened? Input in double quotation, enter your number. Same thing for the number 2. Number 2 equal to int. Then what I am writing here? Input. Then enter your second number. Enter your second number. Everyone done? Now what I am doing directly? I am doing the sum equal to number 1 plus number 2. And now so I am printing the sum. Got it? Directly I am able to do the typecast. Now you can execute this code. Suppose I am writing here enter your number 30 and then 45. What is it? 75. Done? Everyone done? Now suppose if I take the float, what we can do? Suppose I am writing here 30.5 and then see what we are getting here. What we are getting here error. See invalid literal int which is the base 10. So what happens if I am inserting the 30.5? This is the float. So what we are doing? We are typecasting to the integer. So now if I have to take the float, we need to type class instead of the int. What? In a float. See what happens instead of the int? What I am writing here? Float. What I am writing here? Float. Here also I am writing the here also I am writing the float. Now you can execute this one code. Now suppose I am writing here 10.5 and then 20.6. What we get here? 31.1. Am I correct? You can typecast into the float or integer whatever. Done? Everyone done? So this is about the input method. So what is of the input method? If I want to take the input from the user, and further what we use the input method. Now this is the one program. Just try to do this personal activity. I have written about the index, what we can say body mass index formula. Create a program that take a user height and weight in a input and calculate the body mass index. Print the result in a BMI. What is the formula for the body mass index? Suppose I have a height what 180 centimeter, and then weight is 80 kg. What is the body mass index formula? Weight into or weight by? Just check the body mass index formula. You need to apply the formula only. Body mass index formula. Weight divided by height square. Weight divided by height square. Weight in kg and height in meter. If height is 180 centimeter, what is the meter? 1.8. You need to take the square. You need to take the square. What is the formula? Body mass index, weight kg and height meter square. This is the formula. This is the formula. Create a program that takes the user height and weight as an input. Done. Just you need to take what? Weight by height. Weight in the kg and height in a meter. Body mass index. Second one. What happened? Get the output. What I'm saying, just execute this one first one activity. Execute the first one activity. Height is star 2. If I take the square, now see what I'm writing. Suppose input. What I'm taking here input, or we can say suppose I have to take the weight. What I have to take weight. What I am taking here weight. Enter your weight in kg. Am I correct? Then what I have to take? I have to take height. Got it? And now see what happened. I am writing here BMI. Weight into C. What happened? I want to take the square of the height. That's why I am taking the star 2. If I take the single star, what will happen? Multiplication. Weight into 2. But whatever I want to take the square. That's why I am writing the star square. And then print your BMI in BMI. Write down this one. Now I am executing, suppose this one code. So what I am writing, suppose enter your height. I am writing here 180. First one we are going to insert the weight. I am inserting the weight, and now I am inserting the height in a meter. I have 1.8. What we get? We get the 2.962, this one. Done. Now see, after decimal, I am getting a lot of number. Suppose I want to display only what? Only 2 decimal places. So what happened? We use this one BMI. What? I am going to format BMI. So what? 2 decimal. So this what happened if we use this one. So what we get? We get the only 2 decimal places. We are not getting this one. So BMI we are going to convert this into the 2 of. Further we use the format method. Then if you are executing this one, you can see someone are writing here height equal to 96, and then weight equal to 96 and height equal to C. What we get? 29.63. Suppose I want only 2 decimal places. If I have to take the 3, what I can write down here? 3 here. If I have to take the 4, what I write down here? 4 here. If I have to take the 1, I will write down the 1 here. But standard we take the 2 slope. That's why writing the 2 here. You can use the format method as well. Done? Isn't done? Those are done in the first one. Just write the program. Write a program to take the two number as the input from the user and print their sum format, the number of someone. I think you already performed this one. Just try to get this kind of the output. You want to perform the addition. What I want, the sum of the number and num2. For example, the sum of 10 and 20 is 30. I want this one output. Just try to do the changes in above one. In above program, just do this one change. What I want output? The addition of the 10 and 20 is 30. I want this output. Just try to change that. Done. What happened? Integer weight in kg. Could not convert the string into the float. Why? Float. Okay.